This video will walk you through the arable grass margin environmental option under Farming with Nature. Establishing grass margins on arable land provides habitat for overwintering invertebrates, some of which prey on pests of cereals. It also offers nesting and foraging sites for birds and mammals. Thick grass margins along wide hedgerows support small mammals, making them ideal hunting areas for barn owls and kestrels. The minimum requirements to comply with this action are detailed in the green box. This action must not be carried out on fields within an area designated as a special area of conservation, a special protection area, a Ramsar site, or an area of special scientific interest. Northern Ireland priority habitat and species areas, or permanent grassland sensitive areas. A grass margin 3 metres wide to 12 metres wide must be created along part or for an entire field boundary, where the main field crop is cereal, in line with normal husbandry practice. The area allowed is a minimum of 0.1 hectares up to the maximum funding available per applicant. Establish a grass margin using an untreated seed mix of tussock farming grasses and fine grasses from the grass seed mix list. Organic and inorganic fertilizers, lime, and plant protection products must not be applied, except for the spot treatment of noxious and invasive weeds. The margin must not be grazed or damaged by livestock or machinery. The margin must be established by the last day of February of the same scheme year. Evidence of the seed mix used, including labels and invoices detailing mix contents and the quantity supplied, must be retained. The margin must be retained for at least 5 years. It is important to note that the grass seed mix must be formulated from 15% tussock farming grasses and 85% fine grasses. The list shows the different grass species that can be included. Arable grass margins should be created alongside a short, dense hedge to provide ideal habitat for birds such as yellowhammers, which nest on or close to the ground and rely on thick vegetation for nesting cover, and to support foraging opportunities for barn owls and kestrels. These margins also play an important role around arable fields by boosting natural pest control and reducing the need for insecticides. Using a seed mix from the table, sow on a seedbed that is firm, consolidated, fine, level, weed-free and moist, any time post-harvest of the preceding crop, at a rate of 20 kilograms per hectare. You can either broadcast the seeds onto the surface of the seedbed to help germination, or shallow drill the seeds up to a depth of 1 centimeter. Small seeds may struggle to germinate when sown deeper than 1 centimeter. During establishment, you should cut the margin 3 times in the 12-month period following sowing. This will encourage tillering and minimize weed development. Aim to cut when the sward reaches 10 centimeters high. You must not apply fertilizers and lime to the margin. Additionally, plant protection products must not be used except for the spot treatment of noxious and invasive weeds. You must not graze or damage the margin, including by regular vehicular access, turning or storage. Take care when applying nutrients and pesticides to adjacent crops to avoid drift into the grass margin. Once established, the grass margin should not be disturbed and must be retained for a minimum of 5 years. These margins are permanent low-maintenance habitats, requiring little disturbance and should not be cut more than once every 3 years to allow mature tussocks to develop and support a host of farmland wildlife. Through the Farming with Nature scheme, you can apply for the management of arable grass margins in the year after establishment to support retention and management. Following the bird breeding season, which is from the 1st of March to the 31st of August, you can cut half of the grass margin's width next to the edge of the crop, leaving both short and mid-length grass. Cutting in this manner can help to provide short grass for birds to forage in, mid-length grass for species like Irish hare, long, rarely cut tussocky grass to give shelter and nesting places for birds and invertebrates. To ensure continued habitat availability for invertebrates and small mammals, avoid cutting all margins in the same year by adopting a rotational cutting approach. As a guide, no more than one-third of margins should be cut in any one year, and cutting should only take place after the 1st of September. This creates a 3-year rotation, helping to retain long undisturbed tussocks while still preventing scrub encroachment. When cutting the margin, where possible, cut and remove vegetation to prevent the buildup of a dense thatch, which can suppress grass structure and increase nutrient loading. This helps maintain the tussocky habitat. If it is impractical to do this, finely chop and spread cuttings as thinly as possible. Further information on arable grass margin specification, videos and guidance are available on the Dura website. Thank you for watching the video.